It started with a card. February 14th was just another day to me. Romance wasn't my thing and my single status was a badge of honor. My coworkers, however, were all abuzz about roses, chocolates, and candlelit dinners. The break room was a shrine to pink and red decorations, and even my gruff boss was sporting a heart-shaped lapel pin. I was sipping my coffee when I found it. A simple white envelope on my desk. No name, no stamp. Curious, I opened it. Inside was a single card, its surface embossed with delicate roses. In shimmering red script it read, "Be mine forever." There was no signature. At first I thought it was a joke. Maybe a secret admirer, or more likely, a prank from one of my coworkers who knew how much I disliked Valentine's Day. I tucked the card into my bag and went about my day. But as the hours dragged on, I began to feel off. It was a sensation I couldn't quite place, like being watched from a corner of the room where no one was standing. By the time I got home, the feeling had intensified. My apartment, usually a sanctuary, felt oppressive. The lights seemed dimmer, the air colder. I tossed the card onto the kitchen counter, intending to forget about it, but the moment it left my hand, a strange sound filled the air. A whisper. I froze, listening. It was faint, barely audible, but unmistakable. Words, though I couldn't make them out. I turned, scanning the room. Nothing seemed out of place. Shaking my head, I chalked it up to stress. That night I dreamed of roses. They were everywhere, vibrant red petals scattered across an endless black void. In the center stood a figure, shrouded in shadow. It held something out to me, the card. I woke in a cold sweat, the whispering still echoing in my ears. The card was no longer on the counter. I found it on my bedside table, propped up like a photo. The words on the front seemed brighter, the red ink almost wet. "Be mine forever." My hands shook as I picked it up, flipping it over in hopes of finding some rational explanation. But the back was blank, smooth as glass. That's when my phone buzzed. It was a text from an unknown number. "Do you like my gift?" Panic set in. I typed a reply demanding to know who they were, but the message wouldn't send. My phone froze, the screen flickering before going dark. When it rebooted, the text was gone. I decided to throw the card away. I grabbed it, along with the junk mail piling up on my table, and stuffed it into the trash. For the rest of the day, I tried to convince myself it was over. That night, as I lay in bed, I heard the whisper again. Closer this time. The sound was coming from the kitchen. Heart pounding, I crept down the hallway, flipping on every light as I went. The trash can was empty. The card was back on the counter, standing upright. Beside it was a single red rose, its petals unnaturally vibrant. I didn't put that there. I grabbed the card, ready to rip it in half, but the moment my fingers touched it, pain shot up my arm. Images flooded my mind, flashes of blood-red roses, of dark voids, of the shadowed figure from my dream. It spoke, its voice low and guttural. "You accepted my gift. You are mine." The next morning I tried to leave town. I packed a bag, booked a hotel miles away, and hit the road. But no matter how far I drove, the whisper followed. At the hotel I found the card waiting for me on the bed. Beside it was another rose. I couldn't run. That was weeks ago. Now I'm trapped in my apartment, unable to leave. The roses are everywhere, growing from the walls, the floors, even the windows. Their thorny vines snake through the air, cutting off any chance of escape. The whispers have grown louder, almost deafening. The shadowed figure has started to appear in the corner of my vision, closer each time I turn my head. The card sits on my bedside table, the words glowing in the dim light. "Be mine forever." I understand now. It wasn't a gift. It was a curse.